And this is Old Man PHP video tutorial. I create videos for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. And as you can see here is number 124p, the inventory system. We want to add the reCAPTCHA. Now, a few videos ago they showed you how to do that real quick, but then I forgot my actual site key and the secret key. Couldn't remember. So I go back inside and I looked up, wait a minute, it looks like I must have been practicing a lot. I got confused myself, so I kind of had to start from scratch. And so, okay, good. We'll talk about that today and how that works and how you will see it, okay? Not only that, there's a few little changes that we have because I needed to get some of the things a little differently because the reCAPTCHA kind of changed a lot of little things and it kind of got a little, kind of a little messy, and I had to, and then I saw that, well, a little teeny redundance, which would have been cool, but it just doesn't make any sense because why not do it the way I'm doing it since I did the supplier, the dashboard a little simpler, right? We're still keeping the filters and stuff like that. But I do wanted to show you that when you log in, see, to integrate like the Google reCAPTCHA, right, into this system, which this system works for anything really, right? It's gonna be great. Be able to use it. Right now I have almost everything. This is a firewall right here, right? But reCAPTCHA is basically what it is. So to perform like the server request, right, you got to get that Google API, and that's what verifies the user's response when allowing the database operation. Stuff like insert and update or delete, right? So what I did was I modified the master template to handle it, right? So I updated the master template security firewall. Basically, that's what it is, right? Because you want it, if you didn't have that set up, and other things that we have done, which is, what was it? The honeypot and the bots and what was the other stuff? The CSRF, those kind of things we are checking, and that's great. That's part of it. But you also need that little extra, and you've seen it all the time when you go to different applications or websites where they want you to, hit the little box and that kind of thing. Because when you're dealing with a database and stuff like that, they want to make sure, right? So what you do is you locate on the top of the master class, the template that I'm going to show you, right? Where I use the post method, right? We check for that. So you need to do is, which I already did for you, is add the verification logic at a certain place. Now there's two places you got to put it in. You got to put it in the dashboard. What is it? The form, right? You have to put that in there, and then you have to do is let's see. Why don't we take a look at this? Let's come here. We're gonna remember. This is another thing too. This here, you don't need to put because right now this is set up to be an intranet system. Meaning not internet, intranet. INTRANET. That means systems that's within the company, it doesn't go out. For you to do stuff to go out, of course, would be the internet stuff. And then if you got stuff that work together in your same company but in different buildings, then that becomes the extranet. All right, so we need to get a lot of this stuff. So now in this thing, we do the password situation. We do the CSRF, which checks out the whole thing, make sure that there's no injections, those kind of things, right? So we did that already for this. So this is the index file. This is what you will call it. Now, in a real life situation, like say if you were doing a web design, some kind of web thing, application on the web itself, and you want them to log in, or they need to create a, what you will call it, an account, then you will have like something over here. You could say create account, or maybe a button or something like that. But right now, since this is the intranet stuff, we're dealing with inside the company. You're working for a company, they want you to do this, and then the inventory for the warehouse and all that, it stays indoors, inside your company, nothing else. No other company will play with it, not even you as a user. It's all intranet, okay? Now, I put in the username. Remember, we already dealt with that before. We already talked about this. Then, remember how you got a hashtag, and you turn it into those weird, what was it, 72 character, you've seen that before. So let's say we hit this here. Now we go to inventory system. I was just thinking about, we do have inventory system. We got the logout. I was thinking about putting something else here, which we're going to do on our next video. I'm going to show you how to put the what is that? When you enter information into a database, you should get some kind of thing. Yes, you kind of see it here. As you can see, I've kind of been busy, right? And look at this right here in the add new items. Look, I am not a robot, because you're adding something new, right? These things, because you already added, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. You just have to. Now, you should notice I also changed. Remember how we had added and then we had multiple? Because right away, we had it in a way that we could just change just the quantity. But I said to myself, that's extra steps, because, the more lines you have of code, the more money that is, right? So, it costs money. So you try to condense some few things, not too crazy, because you still want to have it in a way that people can, work on it. So I figured, okay, we just keep it as edit and then delete. The edit, you know how it is. You get to edit the actual database, the update, right? But this one is we want to enter information. So right now, every time I gotta deal with food. Should we say just juice? We'll say, what's that? Grape juice. Oh my God, grape juice. We'll say something like, I don't know, how do you spell grape? Like that? Grape juice. Oops. That's not, how do you spell juice? Grape juice. And I don't know, give it some kind of thing. You will get that from an actual, vendor, right? But for now, because we're playing around with this stuff, we'll say, we'll create our own. We'll say GP, how about we say GRP, GP, and then we just say 001. Then how many do you want? Let's say you want 100 of it, right? 100 grapes. And how much is a grape, right? How much is a small little bushel of? I really do not know. It's in season. I don't know. I'm gonna say $10. It's ridiculous, but yes. Vendor, of course, I only have one supplier for now. And if it ever went below, let's say 30, or maybe 25, then I want this. What's this going to be? This is something that belongs in the kitchen, so we're going to do the kitchen situation. And this will, we might change this. I don't know. We're gonna right now. I'm thinking about the reason why it was created is before we keep track of what we got in the kitchen, because we got so many things. Can't find things, and I want to be able to, and we did mark out the cabinets and stuff like that, which we're going to be adding that situation too, but I'm going to wait. Let's say there's now we want to say, hey, if you don't do this, it won't let you do it. So we're going to say I am not a robot, right? Then you're gonna add it. Boom, it added it. Now see, you said to yourself, well, how you know? Well, you have to look. So on the next video, I'm gonna find out. See how it has error 1, that means a success. So we're gonna put a little successful thing here. That'll pop up real quick the moment it comes right back. We'll do that. Okay, now we'll go like, let's go down though. Let's go down. We go like this and we go, whoa, there you go. Grapes. Beautiful grapes. I don't eat them a lot though. I got too many problems. It's got too much sugar and stuff in it, but you know, I do eat them. Too nice, but I just don't go overboard. I'm mostly a bacon, beef, and butter guy. All right, so then as you can see, we changed this, right? So if I wanted to, what is this, 100? How about I change my mind? Maybe it's not $10. What do you think? I'd say a bushel of grape is 12 bucks maybe? I don't know. Let's go here. We say yes, I'm gonna deal with it. Come down. I know I would love to jump straight down here. Maybe I will do that. I'm gonna say that it's 12 bucks like this. And then of course make sure you have the same, it's always gonna be, right? And then you go like this, hit the data, and here we go. What happened to it? Uh-oh. Did I hit it? Oh no. Wait a minute. That's impossible. Am I doing this? Let me see. Let me see. Let's see, 75. Are we doing it? I don't know. Or maybe I didn't hit this far enough. Maybe. I did it, 75. So why didn't... let's go to the edit. Did you do this too fast? Oh yeah, it did do it. How come it didn't show it? I'm going crazy. Alright, it's there. So let's get out. Oh, how come it didn't? For some reason it didn't write it. I got a little problem there. Let's go to the database. Let's go. Once I hit this, it's gonna go out there and open the database and pull this information. I think I must have forgot something there. And you know something, we'll fix it on the next one, but let me check. There it goes, it's 12 bucks. Oh no. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Why, Andres, why? You know, it doesn't show the unit price. That's why you didn't do it. You got to do it over here. So I guess the unit price would be a bigger number, right? Because maybe it'll be a smaller number, like a 10, and you're selling it for more. So let's say we do 12 like this, and make sure that goes like this. And there it goes. See, prices. This is why you want to do edit and do the, maybe I should say multiple back. What do you think, guys? On the description below, in the comments, why don't you just mention, yeah, put it back as multiple so people know. Because right now we're only showing these things, but it's good to show. Well, anyway, look, it did it. It worked out fine. See how wonderful this whole thing is? Now, what I want to do, let's say I want to delete. I hate to delete the juice, but I guess I will do it. Let's see. Let's kill it. And there you go. Gone. See? It's wonderful. Now, see all these things? Oh, let's hit this. We're already. That's perfect. Now, let's say I wanted to, you know this works. It works fine, perfectly, right? Even the search, you already know that. Let's get out of here. What I wanted to show you is this is how it works. So if I went to the dashboard, right? What I did was I added, where is it? This right here. You see it right here? Let me go up a little bit. This looks terrible. I mean, it doesn't really, here it goes. This whole thing is actually, let's go back in. It's this right here. That's what that is. So you have to make sure you got, see this says site key, you get that from Google. They give you two of them. They give you the one that says site key, which you show, the world can see it. But then they give you the secret one that goes into your program. Before we move on. So you got this here, but you got to make sure once you got this, just make sure that you have these two guys up there. Okay, guys? Just make sure these two guys are in there. API. Just got to make sure. Right? Programming interface, right? So, and then if you went all the way down to, who cares about all these things? This is, look at the spaces, so much spaces. Look, I kept the delete at one point a different way. This is like if you want to delete it through the action. I kind of kept it just in case you wanted to do that. I prefer to do the server side stuff. And then, and this is the, remember the little edit button, the little yellow stupid button, edit? That's what this is. And I will have to change some few things, but I left it anyway just in case for the future, right? So I commented out. This is how you comment out. See? This is how you end the comment, and this is how you start the comment. Anyway, you go down here and you go to this guy, which is JavaScript, and we added these two things here. And then, what is this? This is, I know this is JavaScript, and I got rid of the get the actual recaptcha response from the widget using JavaScript, because what happened was when we were doing it this way, it was giving me trouble. We'll do one thing, and then you have to do another thing, and then they'll look at all of these forms, and it got confused, and I said, okay, forget it, we don't need that. Forget about JavaScript doing this for you. But I left it in there in case I might one day get it working. Because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to change anything here. This was perfect. Oh yeah, I added this too, by the way. This this section for the dashboard for the form, right? Because you want to submit, and the reason why I did that is because it's for the delete. You know, please check the read box and that form. If you add the form first, I guess that what happens when you do the thing. All these things here are just nothing but comments. You don't need this stuff here. I just left it there. This is good to learn, right? And those little crowded a little bit here. You know how it gets the token, the whole thing. So I just left it in there, not being used. Anyway, that's about it. Now that I show you that, where is it? Did I move it or something? Oh, right here. Because I moved that, I showed you that. So if I went to the master template, right? Let me see. Let's see this. That's because I took those little spaces. Oh boy. So if I go to the master template, right? The actual master template. Remember how I showed you? Let's take that space out. Remember how your master template, I showed you here is what you put this information right here. Look, the stuff here, and then you got to make sure you got the API set up on the actual head of the HTML file. And this is the actual template, right? It goes through. You've seen this already, right? It opens up the database. It finds out what the request, what's the method. Remember, we're checking for token, right? We're checking for that extra bot detected detection, right, from the little bots, and then we check to see here it goes. We added this new section, and we want to find out only. I want to make this work only for this, only for this, not for these guys. I will have to do. That's why we put that thing in the JavaScript to do it for each one, and it's very finicky. It'll get confused and stuff like that. In this situation, what I did was I said, well, if we're using the insert, like because you're inserting the information, this is what you're kind of doing, right? You're inserting. This is how it's done. You get this in from. This is what you get from the form. And if I showed you, let's see, if I come here, I'm gonna show you right here. B baba dooba zooba zoo baba dooba doo. Where are we? I think it will be a little bit more down. Yeah, this is your token situation. Where is it? There it goes. That's your catch-up. I got it. And we already saw that information. Where is it? Oh, I think I'm singing the song at the song. Maybe I didn't need to do this. No, it's this. No, that's the token. Where is this? Oh, here it goes, right here. See how you get this thing? I already showed you how it's done, but this is how you see it, right? When you go looking for stuff, then you have it in the topper. So this is what this is, but in the server side, you have to show it over here. This is what we. Matter of fact, I should see what I was doing. What's this? Let me see. There we go. See this right here? The name response right there. So what happens is you come, we can get rid of it now. You come here and you check. This is what this is right here, response. If you got something in there, fine. If not, then put a space on there. And this is the secret key. You put it right in there. You get this from Google. Google will give you 2 of them. You just have to copy it. There's a little button that says copy, because you're not gonna copy all those weird things because you end up messing it up, right? And then now in this situation, you're only seeing the asterisk because that's all you see. In reality, you will put the actual secret key right in there. It will look like that craziness that we just saw. It will look like that, right? But different. But Google would know that those two together and it works. So then it goes like this, look, and it checks. If this is empty, then you say, hey, look, the captcha is missing. Please complete the reCAPTCHA. And then if you go, okay, this is the URL, remember, this is the site verification. You go to Google, and Google says, okay, I want you to open. Remember, this is how you open the content, the file, the name of the file, and you can pull out that content. Look, secret is the secret key. Response, that's what this, the actual response from them, right? So then it goes into a JSON file, decodes it, just reads it, and it says if it's not a success, then you say, hey man, you got a problem. CAPTCHA failed. But if it, oh man, I don't know how I get, maybe I just do it unconsciously, you know, when I'm excuse me. Holy moly. Anyway, remember this, the filter, the notes, remember all that stuff? Everything stayed the same. The only thing that you needed to change was this piece right here. This piece right here. From here to here. All this was added. All this was added. And once it does that, it looks at it, and then you go. And you can go on with no problem. And that's about it. That's basically it. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I think I'm gonna clean some of this because on the What was it? Oh yeah, I want to show you the Google part, but I don't want to. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of videos that will show you that part because but if I showed you my Google's account, it'll probably show the uh, my secret code and stuff like that. I don't want nobody to see that. They said, well, you can edit it out from your video. Yeah, I'm using the primitive way of doing things until I can learn and use apps, a good editor, I can do things and move the film around. Other than that, I'm just I'm actually, what is it, recording the actual screen. That's why you don't see my face, because I can't figure out how to. But in the future, I will do that. Anyway, we're here. We've done it. It's all there. Look how wonderful that is. Now, the supplier part, I don't know. Maybe I don't do it, but this is really internal, but intranet. I'm not going to put that little thing there. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I'll add it. Next will be the categories. Yeah, we're going to do the whole thing and we're going to do categories. And man, that's it. We're done. All security, right? I'm pretty sure there's other things we could probably do to really secure. You know, if you get this, once you get this master, really learn it, memorize it, because this alone, yes, I know you're looking at about the patterns. We're not using pattern. No, we're not going to be using pattern. But if you need to use pattern, we can also add it in here. Maybe I will on the next one, because it's nice to have patterns too. You right? You know what I'm saying? Like you only want, let's say, 15 characters. You want to make sure that the password has uppercase, lowercase, maybe some special character, and then we'll add it in there. You know, something for the heck of doing it. I probably will add it. Like I'll put it like right here, but I'm gonna comment it out so that way for the future you just have to, you know, get that idea. So that way you don't have to go search for how you do that. I'll probably provide it here, and I'll have it. Let me see. I'll comment it out so it doesn't, doesn't work. But it's a good idea to know the patterns too. That's something you've got to learn how to do. And I think I showed you guys because we went through the whole course thing and the patterns and the different. You remember that? And how to use an external app that you get on the web. You know, the web apps that you can help check. What was the name of that? I forgot what the name. I'm pretty sure I have it listed somewhere. And that way you can practice doing that. The next one will also be, once we get this done, this part done, which is just copying this and just changing fields and stuff like that, and the name of the tables, of course, because this will be different tables. Then after we do that, then we'll have the reports, and then that's it. We'll be able to do, that's it. It'll be a full-blown security-wise, because you can use it for anything, but a full-blown inventory system. And once I've got this completely done, because there are going to be some things I won't be able to show you, and because I decided that I'm going to do the Patreon. You know, people say, well, you know, you are showing a lot of things. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I want to show people things, but I'm not getting any, nobody's responding. You know, people watch the stuff and then don't give me the thumbs up. I mean, I've done that too. That I kind of forget. Oh man, then I gotta go visit that site again, the YouTube channel, and give the guy, you know. So, hey, we're all here. Look, we all got it done. Soon it'll be the reports, because that's gonna be the fun part. Will be different types of reports, maybe 5 different types of reports, and possibly we'll throw in the graphs so that way we can have it. Then I'm going to turn it into an app that I'm going to sell. App Store. Hopefully it'll work out. Oh, you know what I just thought about too? Let me get out of here. I'm going to add a little section here for you to create an account. In reality, nobody's going to see these kind of things. It's going to be internal. right? Because people will create it for you, or you can be able to create it yourself. If it's a big company with 1,500 people, they need to do this, they need to get in there, we'll do that. So it'll be another section about creating an account that'll get you to that dashboard. And it'll be blank for you, of course, but that will be a whole complete beautiful thing, you know, beautiful thing. Anyway, I hope you learned something. Simple, easy to go, filters. And this is the trick right here. This whole thing right here. This whole thing right here. That's what you need. As long as you got this, go to Google, get your sites and all that. You can add the other stuff here. You can add that part over here. Site key. Then it works together. Google looks at the things you're sending, looks at the thing in the PHP, and they go, okay, let's see, let's compare it. Oh, yep, that belongs to you. And then that's it. Nice little firewall, you know. Anyway, we're here. Thank you very much. Just give me a thumbs up. You know, if you learned something and you thought I'm going a little too fast, just tell me in the comments below. Tell me in the comments below. If I think of anything else, like another thing, other than the preg match, which we're going to do. Remember I told you I'm going to comment it out so you can, for the patterns, we'll keep that in, you know, just so you can, in case you want to do, you know, different patterns and stuff like that. We'll put that in there too. I'll do that, and it'll be a full thing, man. All you have to do is take it, write it out, and learn it. You'll learn already PHP by now. You learned a lot of stuff. It's pretty kind of straightforward. There's a lot of things you still, and that's a lot of things I don't know. I still need to learn the things, right? You still need to learn. I'm in my 60s and I'm still playing around with this stuff. Because after I finish doing this, I'm going to do the thing with the create. I'm going to do the thing that I want to comment out. Then I'm going to turn it. I'll show you how you turn it. Anything really. Then, because we need to get into the WordPress. That's important. That's really good stuff, man. You can do a lot of websites quick. As long as you know PHP. You don't really need to know PHP. If you want sophistication, then yes. I just took a sip of my coffee. Anyway, hey, until next time, man. Good night.